But number one, if we're standing on that moral ground that, for friends should not record each other or one another. Yes, they should not if they are friends, but there's still a caveat on that. It's to a limit. It will not be to the detriment of yourself. It will not be because at the end of the day, self-preservation comes before any other thing. Whether I'm your friend or not, whether we're family or not, that is the natural and basic instinct of every human being. You want to preserve yourself first. You want to protect yourself first. If you analyze a situation at any point in time and you think you might come to some personal harm, you will do everything in your power, everything reasonable to you, to try and prevent that. So, like I said, these people were never friends. She reached out to Toun with the aim. Yeah, maybe we don't know. I like to stay in the realm of things we know, because we cannot conjure things, we can bring in assumptions. Even if we bring in those assumptions, it will still be very bad for Tayo. Because yes, you can bring assumption that, Tayo was a very good friend to Toun and things like that. And we can also bring assumptions that, Toun has seen the handwriting on the wall. That if Tayo what's the word now? Attack Funke Akindele the way she did, without any evidence, any fact, any reasonable whatever at all excuse, that when it will come to her one day, so she has seen this handwriting, and at that point she needed to protect herself. But let's not bring in assumptions here. Let us deal with what we have in the public. The recording was released. Why was this released? Why did all this become a topic or an issue for us to talk about? Because there has been, yes, at least to the public, an unprovoked attack on Toun by Tayo and her cronies. A sustained attack. So, I don't know what we are saying here. That Toun should take it lying low. She should take it as every good friend would take it. Allow your friend to strip you naked in the public marketplace, and not even do anything to defend yourself, not even call out to caution, not do anything at all. Is that what we are saying, that to be a good friend, that is what you must do? Let's assume they are friends. Yes, let's assume they are friends, because it is clear they were never friends. What's his name again? Femi. I don't know if it was or is a mentor to Toun, a senior colleague. Femi is a movie producer, meaning she will be needing services of Toun or Olaton. So are you saying to put herself in peril, professional peril, just to satisfy somebody who is insecure? Yes, we want to give her defenses. She's battling some emotional stress. She's doing this, she's doing that. The question we should be asking ourselves is that, is Femi the reason for Tayo's mental or emotional state? Emotional, whatever she's going through, conflict in her mind. Is Femi do we know for a fact that Femi was the reason for that? No, it's because we want to bring in assumptions to this case, and that's where we get these lines blurred. If we want to bring in maybe our personal experiences or some things we know and things like that, we bring in some assumption just to try and make it look nicer for Tayo.
Ogami, Ogami, you said maybe, so maybe is actually the cause. So myself and you, there's a maybe there. He might be the one responsible, and he might not be.
No, I said the question is that do we have the fact out there that Femi is the reason for it? No.
And do we have the fact that he's not the reason for it?
No, we have to be. It has to be something in positive, not in negative. To prove to hold somebody liable for it, it has to be positive. You cannot say, "Oh, maybe they are not." You are not sure. You have to be sure before you can hold them responsible for it. It has to be in the positive, yeah. So we don't have that fact, meaning we cannot hold him responsible. Or should we say because we don't know whether he is or is not, we should hold him responsible? That would be unfair. That would be against natural justice. So not knowing that, meaning we cannot shift the blame. The blame still rests on Tayo. Yes, let's say that's the issue, that she's going through emotional, mental breakdown, things like that.
But
Yes,
Mr. Pythagoras, I disagree. From all the complaints she has been complaining, the voice record, what has been the center of the whole breakdown, the whole topic that she has been rambling about, the whole thing, it still boils down to Femi. So if you are saying that there are no evidences to prove, all our complaints, all our plights in the recording that has been published is all about Femi.
No complaints about Femi in our recording.
Hold on.
Sister Yemi, all what she has been talking about still centered about her husband.
No, let me tell you what it's centered about. It's centered about her plan to make her husband's life miserable for him. That is what the recording centered on. Let's not infuse another thing into it, because we did not hear where you were saying, "Oh, Femi did this to me, Femi did that to me." All we are hearing is what she will do to Femi.
But she said something about STD, or maybe she record Femi gave her STD.
Record you, boya ke ba wa play and Femi phone STD. Go them evidence here, daddy.
Oh, send evidence.
Go send the Pythagoras.
Another thing.
Where's the evidence? Do you see the evidence? Oh, send this blog and post here. Where's the evidence?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, that we are being unfair if we believe the part of Toun, because she recorded a part where this lady spoke.
Play it then.
Do you understand, Mr. Pythagoras? Just say me at the same time, please. So if we are believing the part of Toun, and Toun Aladuke has not said her own part. So why can't we believe Aladuke that was actually in the marriage? Yeah.
Hold on. You're mixing the issues of benevolence. Now, briefly, we have moved to Femi Adebayo and Tayo. That's Aladuke. So this one has nothing to do with Toun. We have heard where Aladuke has penned down the details of how she wants to make Bayo's life miserable. We've seen that, we've heard that, and we've seen it in place. She has put it into action. Many people were saying, "No, it's because she was hot. She could have said a whole lot of things." But how about putting it into action?
Ogami, you were saying something about our mental health. That how are we so sure that the mental health is because of the husband? And I am saying that from all the mental breakdown that she has had, because from the recording, you could see somebody who is having a mental breakdown. All the mental breakdown.
Excuse. Continue.
Any rules, all the mental breakdown still boils down center about the husband did this. I know they said even there's nothing there's nothing as free as the scorn of a human, I don't know, maybe an angry woman. And for every reaction there's an action, a pending action. Or do you think people react without an action
starts first? Yes, people start action. That's why you see a reaction. So the reaction and action started it. So an action will start the chain.
Okay.
So action Aladuke lo start until we see the action of Femi.
So kilo for breakdown, because what we had is reaction from Aladuke.
That is what is not in the public domain.
Okay, that's fine.
Breakdown is looking for what is not lost. Don't fear yourself.
Bene, when you were giving your submission, nobody they drill you. Now so you drill me, may you drill me.
No, you are allowed to drill me. This is a forum whereby people people are allowed to now. That's what make it interesting. Mr. Patel, we are. I know me and Mr. Pata will definitely drill ourselves. I
Let
was
me
waiting
quickly
for
say
you.
something.
That was how you still
Let-
asked me as well. So
And
me
people
quickly
learn
say
from it.
something.
You were able to say your own and hold your
Concerning
ground,
the
which is applaudable. And people learn from it.
concerning the action, she went to the hotel and destroyed things. On getting back home again, she destroyed things without seeing anything or any lady with her husband. That's the action that triggered the husband to leave the house.
Thank you, Dupsy. Because somebody, I think it was Beneno Lumberenpe, maybe for a reaction, there must have been an action. So on our part, it was not a reaction, it was an action. On a chain of this event somehow. Because from what we have in the public domain, she admitted herself that any excuse accused the Funke Akindele for nothing. And we saw the aftermath of that. She went to the hotel, she messed up their plan, she destroyed stuff, created death for her husband. She got home again, according to the testimony of what's her name again, Toun today, that she still inflicted some injury on Femi Adebayo. She was an abusive woman. People keep leaving that out of it. At least, yes, she can come out to debunk that, but at least from what we are today, ó ti gba ìtí Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ rí, ó ti lu Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ rí. How can we sit here and condone that? Yes, she can come out tomorrow and debunk it, and we'll weigh both statements and we'll see which one we want to go for. But as at this moment, that is what we have. An abusive woman, physically abusive. So yes, for whatever reason or for whatever thing that might have caused her to be in this kind of state, yes, as humanity will dictate, we will empathize with her. But that will not stop us from calling out, these are evil actions. These are evil plans. I will not try and gloss over it. I will not try and make it something little, and things like that. No, I will not. I will rub it in well.
Good evening.
Femi Adebayo. Yes, please hold on. Femi Adebayo, we don't know if he's the cause of this, so we cannot hold him responsible. And I know some people talked about, maybe it's the burden of having to deal with a child with special need. Yes, the responsibility should be both the father and the mother. We do not know the dynamics of their family. We do not know who is doing what, who should be doing what. We do not know that. So we cannot say Femi Adebayo neglected him, or neglected his son or daughter here now. We cannot say for sure. We do not know the dynamics. We don't know so we should try and stay on what we know, because all these things
Let
is
me
appearing like
also
they're just
add,
looking for excuses. Yeah,
she did not even also mention in any of the VN that she is being neglected. As a matter of fact, she's also been in the 3 months they said they spent during the shooting of that movie. She was with her man. So there's nowhere she even complained of being neglected. I just wanted to impute that.
Yeah, thank you. So we do not, it's clearly, yes, she was insecure. We have seen that the mere fact alone that she went to Olatun's DM to try and start a relationship with her. Start a relationship with your husband's mentee. It's a red flag on its own. Yes, the husband knowing maybe or trying to calm the situation or trying to manage the situation. Okay, let me be transparent. Come around, yes, otherwise the husband could have stopped that immediately. And that would have been it. But the husband knowing and another thing we keep leaving out of this thing. Another thing we keep leaving out of this, all these things came at a personal cost for Toun herself. And we are trying to make our own pain our own issue, we're trying to reduce it to nothing. And we want to, what's the word here now? I feel sheleche in the public.
Invalidate her feelings, undermine how she also feel in all of this. I love you, Jare. I beg you.
Ẹ má bínú, ẹ
Good
jọ̀ọ́,
evening, Ejo. Ẹ má bínú mi ní pé bọ́ sílẹ̀ Ejo. Ẹ má bínú. Good evening, everyone.
Sorry, Dina. I'm still having.
Pythagoras is still talking. Emma Binu, Dina, you just came in not quite long. Emma Binu.
Yeah. So, how can we try and tear down another woman just because we want to do a makeup for another one? Is that fair? We want to make Aladuke not look like the evil personified she is. So tell me, how can we now decide that we have to tear down another woman to do that?
But Gabby, at this point, Toun is doing a good job at saying Aladuke. At this point, they said maybe we are not saying it the way it is.
No,
she's the one actually doing a very perfect job. Toun is actually the one doing a perfect job at this point.
Yeah, I'm talking about the public. Now we want to tear Toun down. Some section of the public wants to tear Toun down just to give a makeup to Aladuke. And it's not fair on Toun. Toun lost a marriage too. And that's the one we know. My mother, she took a beating of her life over this issue, over the rumors
and end up in
insinuations. The insinuations of Aladuke, she took the beating of her life over that.
Our marriage was already shaking. This Aladuke issue shouldn't.
No, Aladuke can do that. We have seen a woman.
The husband will still talk. No,
yeah, we have seen an Aladuke that is meticulous in her plan to bring down anybody she wants to bring down. We've seen it. She created a whole national debate, putting Funke Akindele's reputation into question. Look at the number of people she wants to destroy their reputation, their career, their own homes, just because you are insecure. Look at that. Look at the number of people she put in harm's way. To demonstrate in Ben. We were here on this platform then. That I'm trying to cover on we try to shift the blame to Femi then. And no ara lo fi admit recording ye that òun kò fi yẹn ṣe òun fẹ́ fi jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé òun ya wèrè gan òun dẹ̀ máa ń dijú tó ń bá ń jà ni. Having heard all of these things, see, even if you are still of the opinion that, the recording should not have happened, but having seen what has come out of this recording, this sinister plan, this evil agenda that has been uncovered from this recording, I think the good of this thing should outweigh the bad there. I believe so, because at the end of the day, for any good, there will be a cost. And that is the cost. If you call it betrayal, yes, I'll put it in quote for you. This betrayal is a justifiable excuse to do good to Femi Adebayo, to do good to the Adebayos, and to do good to every other person whose career might have been online because of this mad woman's obsession. That's Aladuke. So, everyone sọ pé ṣé Toun saint ṣé kò ṣe tẹ̀. Toun, in my own book, Toun is a saint.
That's the name I gave her.
Yeah, she is a saint. So, recording yìí jáde kí yes, ká tẹ́ sọ pé bóyá àwọn family ti gbọ́ lẹ́yìn and things like that. It didn't come out until she launched a full campaign, sustained campaign of calumny against Toun, and Toun wonder. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ìjà yìí sílẹ̀. Let everybody go back and lick their wounds. But no, she was hell-bent on destroying these people. So in my books,
Ogami. I even put to Emilefe Joe Jab fun. The reason why I was saying that Toun was not, from what you said when you were about to give your submission, you said they were not friends. That was what you said. So
yes,
you've actually admitted that Toun never took Tayo as a friend from the onset.
Tayo
Even though
never took
maybe in
Toun
our
as a
own,
friend too.
that's what
Tayo
I'm
took
saying.
Toun as a tool.
No, it's
She
Mr.
took Toun as a
Pythagoras.
tool.
Mr. Pythagoras, if you take somebody as a tool, you won't be that vulnerable to that extent. You won't.
No, she's saying that one to create some form of vulnerability there too.
And
we know
Mr. Pythagoras, it takes a lot to open up to somebody.
No,
even as a friend.
It takes a manipulative person to open up to another person.
Mr. Pythagoras, is understandable.
Exactly. It takes a manipulative person to open up to anybody at all. Someone that went to still meet her husband as business associate or whatever.
Okay. Anyways, what my own stand, and I'm not going to move from it, is that if you are in a friendship or whatever relationship you have with somebody, and you see that you are not aligning, you've discovered that she's a narcissist according to what people are saying, she's a sick person, you have an option to excuse yourself. And some people were saying she was the one that sought out for the friend.
Hold on. Not before she saves a life. She needed to save a life there before moving on.
Okay, she can't keep quiet.
So
save a life in what sense? Because their friendship was for how many years?
Let Gina talk.
From 2023.
Just been we.
ẹ má bínú ẹ ṣáà ní sùúrù gbogbo àjọ wà ní Saturday. Èmi ò kí ń pẹ́ ń bíbà mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ẹ má bínú mo kàn fẹ́ sọ̀kan sí nǹkan tí Mr. Pythagoras sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. To me, the victim here is Femi, and I don't see why we are justifying Toun because it's clear. Mr. Pythagoras, I just want to give an example for what happened between Toun Aladuke right now. Now, ẹ̀yin àti Sister Temmie ẹ wà legally married, ọkọ àti ìyàwó. Èmi wá jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ Sister Temmie.
Yeah, more like analysis yẹn go on.
Èmi wá jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ Sister Temmie, ṣé ń gbọ́ sà? So Sister Temmie wá pè mí. Ẹ mọ̀ normally ọkọ àti ìyàwó máa ń ní issues like ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé. Sister Temmie wá pè mí pé hello Dina, imagine kò sí Pythagoras ṣe mo ní kó lọ drop àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní school kò bá mi drop ẹ̀ tí mo ṣe rí yẹn kí kò mú lórí kí n fọ́ lórí kémi wá gbọ́ kí wá ní ó yẹ kó fọ́ lórí dànù ni ó ṣe máa wo bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kíní kan ṣé mo pé Sister Temmie máa tún wá bá mi again pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wá sọ fún mi the same thing, but tí Sister Temmie bá wá bá mi tó wá sọ pé Mr. Pythagoras ṣe báyìí ó yẹ kí n fọ́ lórí ni kémi wá ní ó ṣe máa fọ́ lórí ọkọ ẹ̀ mà ní má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n báyọ̀ gbọ́ o. Ṣé rò bí Aladuke ṣe wà comfortable tó fi jábọ́ tó yẹn sí lọ́wọ́ ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ second time débi kó máa rí record. Because any sùúrù sà in Aladuke's mind any sùúrù in Aladuke's mind she will be like ẹni tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ yìí fún the first time tó shun me off tó sọ fún mi pé báwo mo ṣe máa ṣe irú nǹkan báyìí sórí mi pé ṣé o fẹ́ pààyàn ni ṣé o mọ nǹkan tó máa consequence pé tó bá pààyàn ṣé ó máa easy fún mi láti tún sọ fún the second time pé àní mo máa pẹ́ ní iṣẹ́ kò possible they were too comfort any sùúrù ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí
I have some people hold on I have some people on this platform that they have come to me to talk to me about some issues around platform and our justice for Mohbad. And some of them have actually shown them, some of them have actually told them, no, you are the one wrong here. But that has not stopped them from coming back to me to tell me things again, to maybe tell me, this person did this to me.
Yeah, he's going to be another person with another instance.
They will come
not the same instance.
Tell them if they are right in that
no, Mr. Pythagoras, it's different. If Benevolence should come and say, that Bridget called me foolish, you told her to stop calling her foolish, that's different. Mommy Yemi came and said, that British mayor said this. It is different instances. I am talking about the same instances coming and see what I'm trying to put here is that both of them, they deserve each other. They were too comfortable in doing evil things to each other's hand. So it was not like if she was not supporting. What I'm saying is, sir, a try that's
You are
like
bringing assumptions in.
no,
That's but
no.
continue with your assumption. I'll counter them. Continue.
Cartoon audio yẹn gbọ́ sà. Girl yẹn sọ sílẹ̀ ó tún sọ fún pé pé gbogbo nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ń sọ yìí fake ni o, fake na she was actually she was saying fake ni o.
Kò deny ẹ̀. Ó ní mò ń sọ kan tún ọ̀rọ̀ wọn sọ.
So
Sister Temi, because what I try láti sọ ni wípé ẹ ti jọ mọ̀ pé fake ni. Ó ti jọ mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ parọ́ fún. Kí ló sọ fún nígbà yẹn? Tó bá jẹ́ o correct ẹ̀ ńgbà yẹn, ìgbà tí second audio máa jáde, nǹkan tá máa gbọ́ ni pé ṣèbó ti sọ fún mi pé kí n má ṣe. Nǹkan tá máa gbọ́ ní second audio yẹn ni pé ṣèbó ti sọ fún mi pé kí n má ṣe irú nǹkan báyìí.
Èwo ni madam tó ti jọ ń lò ó fúnra wọn.
Kò lówó fún o.
It takes
even pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ni àǹtí ló ń pè é kò lówó fún. So to me they are not friends.
Sister Temi, any suru, ó ń pè láǹtì, but you will know that they are very, very comfortable around each other.
Madam, no. Ó kàn believe pé ó gbóhùn sọ ọkọ òun kiri ni.
Okay, so I think we are all missing something here. Okay. Ó sọ lójú ẹ̀ ipe òun á sọ pé òun ló mú òun lọ sí church tó mú òun lọ ni wọ́n ti sọ XYZ. And lóòótọ́ ó dẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní execute nǹkan tó lóun máa ṣe yẹn, ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ. So how are we saying that she should have stopped her? Ipe kó má sọ when she already knows that nǹkan tóun sọ òun máa ṣe and ó dẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe.
So that British, are you saying that if you have a friend like Tayo, which in your own opinion is vile, from what she has been discussing with you, are you saying you will continue to engage her or like continue with that kind of that kind of relationship? Will you continue diabetes with that kind of person?
Well,
okay, let me
I love that question, Pytha. Please let me answer her. Yeah. One, I don't move stupid with friends.
That's good.
She would not have been my friend. And like I said, like one of the first things I said in my submission, if Tayo was not sensible enough to know that Toun doesn't owe her allegiance, then good. It is on her.
Exactly. That's good. That's good.
And the bridge is people that are actually wicked, people that have wicked things to do, they don't say it, they just do it. I'm not supporting her. I'm not supporting her. But most people
incorrect.
That have
she's even doing it. She's even doing it. That's the thing we keep.
I'm not supporting her. But what I'm saying is, let's not leave Toun alone and blame only her.
Okay,
like she's not enough, and they both deserve it.
Give Dina 2 more minutes to round up. Dina, continue.
That's just what I want to say. I just feel like they both deserve each other because she enabled her from start. Thank you.
That's my stand too, Dina. I will never excuse Toun. I won't excuse Tayo.
In all of this, a ti gbàgbé pé Toun gan ti jìyà iṣẹ́ o. Kó tó ti sọ marriage nù. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ victim tó yẹ pé Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kẹ́mi ẹ̀ bọ́. But sọ pé òun náà ó saint. Tá bá fún the whole fault Tayo ló ní 90%. Tá bá tẹ̀ máa bú Toun gan 10% là kó náà torí pé ó sọ fún pàtó ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń bá ayé Toun jẹ́ ni tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ síta tí bàbá ayé Toun jẹ́ òun náà ní sọ̀rọ̀ òun ní yẹ iṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ yín ẹ má bínú tí bá tó fi ní nǹkan máa tó sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay, Eshe, before I address Dina's submission, don't forget tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí bá ṣẹlẹ̀, don't forget Toun still owes some, even if it's not loyalty, professional courtesy to Femi Adebayo to tell him in a way that your wife is doing some things, try and make amends. Let's assume she told Femi Adebayo and Femi saying, no way, my wife will leave someone cotton, so my worry is nothing. Tell me, how else will Toun be able to convince Femi Adebayo that ewu beloko longeo, that Baba ye paramo, from what I've been hearing repeatedly. Because, like you said, she has been enabling her, meaning this has been a let's just, since we can put in one or two assumptions, let's just go all the way. Let's keep putting all the assumptions now. So,
even without putting assumption, sorry, Peter, that is another thing vital I just remembered now. In the previous recording, she actually did say, even gbà tóun sunkún, òun wá wò pé òun ní arsenal, òun ní nǹkan tóun lè lò against her. That's one. Then two, ó wá tún ní even tó bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ forgive ẹ̀, ipe ó ní ipe nǹkan kan tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé you don't mind paying for it is to bring down his YouTube and Instagram. Nínú voice note yẹn tún wá ń bí ẹ pé kí ló dé tẹ́ máa ṣe yẹn ipe kí nìyẹn wá ní ṣe.
tó jẹ́ lógún nìyẹn.
So she said it categorically pé òun mọ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan.
That's not even the only one. Sis mi, ìgbà tí lady yẹn tún wá sọ pé àwọn èèyàn jẹ́ ní mọ̀ pé sàkámàjẹ ilẹ̀ ń ṣe, ó ní kí ni sàkámàjẹ, ó ní tóun tún máa back ẹ̀ up pẹ̀lú chat. Kò tún accept ń bẹ̀ yẹn gan pé òun kàn ń ṣeré ni o, ó ní kí ni yẹn ní àwọn èèyàn jẹ́ ní mọ̀ pé tè obìnrin lẹ̀ ń lò, ó ní kí ni o, ó ní tí màá tún máa ti back ẹ̀ up pẹ̀lú chat. Ó ní kí ni sàkámàjẹ. Ọ̀tọ̀ ní pé ó accept pé yes o, ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí mo kàn ń sọ ṣeré ṣe bí yẹn ṣe ń tì sí lẹ́nu pé kó tiẹ̀ sọ pé òun ìṣeré ni, òun dúró lórí ẹ̀ pé òun máa ṣe, òun tún máa back up gan tó bá tún fẹ́ já.
Ó dẹ̀ sọ nìkan, she put all these things into action. She put all these things into action. That is the breaking point for me.
Mr.
If she was just
Emma
gbogbo
ọ̀gá mi ẹjọ́ ẹ sọ kíní kan pé they were not friends. Ẹ̀yin believe pé if Tayo didn't see Toun in that light, do you think she would be that vulnerable of saying things that might instigate her in future? Do you think she would go to that light?
Let me give you some personal example. When I was still in Lagos working, we used to have this PA, Tamanchiel office in Bayern. One way or the other, my wife got to know her because most of the time, I'm AY, it got to a point, my wife started dishing AY's food. And AY one thing led to the other, I don't know. On the number around just uncle kí wọn bá ọ ní kí n kọkà mo ń tà láti pé ẹni báyìí ṣé wọn sí lọ́fíìsì ni ó wà ń bẹ̀ ìyá wa bá mi madam pé yín o okay mo ti rí miss call ẹ. All these things can happen. It is in the realm. Most women would want to do it. Yes, you might want to shift the blame pé bóyá ojú ọkùnrin yẹn wà ń ta ni àbí kò trust ọkùnrin yẹn tó ni. It happens. But there should be a limit to it. At a point, I had to give some reaction to AY. Pé o máa fọwọ́ mú kan nú ẹni o tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ àbò fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ń bì. So it happens. Kò ń ṣe pé you will sort those people out. You will want to know. It's just you trying to get information. So don't make it look like bóyá ọkọ fẹ́ jọrẹ ni no.
But Ogami, that conversation is too deep. It's very, very deep. Because I believe, because sometimes, Mr. Pata, I might call you my friend and you see me as not your friend. Shemo. I might say, oh, Mr. Pythagoras is my friend. Oh, he's my best friend. That's why they will say your bestie might be somebody else's bestie.
Bene, I think you're also missing on the fact that they have this gap, this respect hierarchy thing between them. So, if not anything, she would think that, and Tayo yẹn ò ní sense ni, because she would think that no, she owes me this respect, she owes me this allegiance, she owes me this not to say. Whatever she was doing with Toun was not because she saw Toun as a friend. She thought that Mojulo, age gap,
No,
position, everything
based
on that.
I beg to differ. I don't see it in that. I don't see it in that.
Well,
place.
that's the way I see it.
No. I beg to differ. She won't open to that extent. Do you know this conversation was more than a year? This thing was, it was like 2 years old.
Mercenary say, ó rí pé tó kàn ń lò yàwó ọmọọṣẹ́ ọkọ.
Tobari as a machinery, no, I understand. Tobari as a machinery, no, you know the closeness between this lady. You must be able to trust her to an extent for you to be that vulnerable. She's too vulnerable. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Kódà mi ò lè gbébọn sí mi lórí kí sọ́sítà. I won't say it.
Can I quickly say this? We are, like I said, these two people are just as evil as each other. But the question is, when we say Toun is not friend to Tayo or Tayo is not friend to Toun, but what was the relationship that got them to the extent of taking each other to Orioke? Because Toun have said that she's a staunch Muslim, but she's able to know different Orioke to take someone to. And Mr. Paita,
apparently, if you deduce from that conversation that I interviewed today, òun náà ní àwọn issue kan lórí ọmọ. Ó dẹ̀ sọ pé nítorí ọmọ kò sí orí òkè tóun ò lè lọ, kò sádúrà tóun ò lè gbà, Muslim lòun, and that's why nígbà tí yẹn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní complain nípa ọmọ ẹ̀, ó decide pé kí èmi náà ṣe àwọn kan báyìí tó dẹ̀ work fún mi. So that is it. Even a stranger can do that with you.
And again, ọ̀gá mi, ẹ sọ pé ó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jáde to protect Fẹ́mi. Nǹkan tẹ́ sọ nìyẹn o. So
no, mo no record to
no,
protect
Mọ́mí Yẹmí sọ pé àdúrà kan gbà lórí ẹ̀ to protect nísùúrù Mọ́mí Yẹmí. What I'm saying is that nísùúrù, if that was her intention from the very get-go, she won't wait for herself and Aladuke to fall apart.
No, nítorí ó ti
ṣiṣẹ́
yẹn ó ti fáwọn Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀, but because Aladuke now launched an online
family
war.
Thank you, Mr. Pythagoras.
They've had that recording since last year.
So we can say she contributed to that marriage falling apart too.
No,
if the family have been privy to that recording even before the public.
Yes, because
if you say she marriage.
If you say she contributed,
so do me, I do you, Lord Joshi.
If you say she contributed, then you are absolving her of responsibility.
Don't get me wrong. Okay. You see, issues between husband and wife, you can still resolve it, but when families are involved, it takes the grace of God. She understand?
By family, I meant Adebayo. Adebayo bá dẹ̀ gbé lọ bá àwọn family ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ kù sí Adebayo lọ́wọ́.
That's what I'm saying.
Adebayo ni lódì yẹn release ẹ̀ fún, she said it nínú interview ẹ̀ yìí.
Ṣé Fẹ́mi àbí Bello?
Fẹ́mi lòun release ẹ̀ fún.
Òun náà ni Mọ́mí Yẹmí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ náà nìyẹn. So if we are saying that Tayo is not good, Toun is not good as well. What she did, because we should be careful the things we.
On what basis?
But Bene, Bene, sweetheart, let's take it one at a time. Are you not seeing it that Toun actually owes Femi that allegiance?
If she hold Femi that allegiance truly, if immediately that Aladuke has started plotting this evil way back. Yeah. She would have let him be aware. She wouldn't even allow him to fester for that long. So I disagree.
She told him, "Femi Soya, lomu prove wa fún mi, má kò accuse ìyàwó."
She got to sọ fún Mr. Pythagoras. She got to sọ on recording.
That is what that's what Toun said in Yagba's interview.
So Toun believe òun ó nítorí ẹ̀ òun ṣe lọ get.
Okay, so why one there for more than 1 year láti gather evidence? She evidence ló gather for more than a year. At 2023 mà ló ti jọ wà.
Bene. My question again that have not been gotten a proper response. By all means,
very good. Bene, are you saying you cannot do that for your friend? That you see where they are plotting your friend's evil, you cannot reveal it. Are you saying that?
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That if she knew that she couldn't be loyal to both husband and wife, she shouldn't have even gotten herself involved in the very get-go. You get what I'm saying?
Lady got
Oh,
herself
le
in
ja
it, and she
oshaka
was
kojo
driving,
shoko.
and she,
That means you are a two-faced person, and I
yes,
don't respect people who are two-faced.
she
Sorry, that's me.
already find herself in this position,
No,
and
she's not a
at
toddler.
the
She has,
result,
there's what they call free will, Mommy Yemi.
Mommy
Everybody has a free
Situ,
will.
Mommy
You
Situ,
can
hold on.
accept friendship or take it.
Let me play the scenario for Bene. Bene, this is the scenario. She stops being friend with Aladuke. Aladuke starts suspecting her immediately. Bomboko Musun. Aladuke alolu ni location. Aboruko eje online. So that is what will happen, and that is what is happening now. She accused her of Bomboko Musun. Oh, they lose marriage lelori. So tell me, this is not something. This is not a pattern you can recognize.
Oh no, but Mr. Pythagoras, kó tó di pé wọ́n accuse ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, it's possible that she got to know that recording of conversation. Nǹkan tí mo sọ nìyẹn, iná lẹ sọ pé conversation yẹn ó ti fún Fẹ́mi. So if me, I'm divulging some personal issues during my vulnerable moment, and you decided to divulge it to my husband, I will be right to say that probably you have interest in him.
She was never vulnerable.
Mommy Yemi, you are not in her shoe.
Vulnerable.
You are not in her shoe. You are not in her shoe.
Okay, she was vulnerable. Hold on. She was vulnerable, but how does vulnerability takes off the liability of the things you said? Why not?
You are missing the point, oh. I'm not observing Tayo. But argument me lataro. Don't get me wrong, go. Nobody should misquote me or misunderstand me.
Okay, so let me get it.
Absorb Tayo. What me I'm saying is that Toun is not better. That's my own stand. Till the kingdom come. That's my own stand. I'm not absorbing Tayo. Never. I will never
our defense,
absorb her.
Our defense is that if they were friends, yes, we will question it. But then even the question will stop at the point where we can now see that this issue will be at a personal cost to Toun, or now that we now know that they are not even friends, meaning Toun did not owe her any loyalty, any whatever you want to call it. Toun didn't owe her anything.
Mr. Pythagoras, have you asked Tayo if she sees Toun as a friend? Have you asked her that question?
That's a problem. You're saying.
That's what I'm saying. She might see Toun as a friend and Toun see her otherwise.
No, but
that's why people should define friendship.
Let's even look at it rationally now.
I'm waiting to make my submission. I'm waiting to make my own submission.
Why should he? Okay, didn't you just say it, Bene? Even you said it in your submission. You said not even your husband's friend are your friends.
And you said she was stupid, which I agree with you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. And again,
if you still think that she was ever a friend, if she thinks that she was ever a friend,
have you not been in a friendship that you will see somebody and you feel, oh, this person is my bestie. I've seen, okay, don't let me say you because you are a smart person, so you won't even get yourself involved in it. But I've seen situations whereby people label somebody as their bestie, and unfortunately the bestie doesn't see them that way. It happens all the time. Sometimes
Bene, it would then depend on where you are meeting them. See, forget if she had
British, before you continue, I just want to ask Mr. Pythagoras.
Mayor, let me just quickly finish this. See, if what's it called? If Tayo, I keep mixing up their name.
Her name is Tayo.
If Tayo and Toun were doing their friendship outside of Femi Adebayo, tí ó bá ń ṣe through Femi Adebayo ló fi lọ bá and all of that, trust me, my stance will be different. It's just like that your husband's side chick owes you allegiance. From where to where now? Now your husband when you marry owe you allegiance. You were talking about if sometimes some people will think that people are their friend, and I am saying that to everyone who is listening to us tonight, learn to differentiate between colleagues, neighbor, in-law, Kiniko, know who your friend is.
Friends are.
How do you even meet someone in 2 years? 31 ṣe bestie débi
Ó ti
tó
pọ̀
ti sọ
jù,
bó
ó
ṣe
ti
máa
pọ̀
pa
jù,
àwọn
ó
family
ti pọ̀
ọkọ
jù,
ẹ̀.
ó ti pọ̀. In fact, you can't put a gun to my head and I will divulge that.
Benevolence, so yeah, drink water. Ẹ ti jẹ́ kí guest wa kan sá lọ nígbà tí wọ́n ráyè sọ̀rọ̀. I will
Mi gan máa
moderate
tó
now.
sá lọ
Major,
sí.
Èmi gan máa tó
Major,
sùn ọ̀gá mi,
ask your
bọ́ mọ̀
question.
wá fún yín ni ọ̀gá mi torí tí
So,
mo
Major, ask your question. I'm
Bene,
still coming back to
Mr.
you, Bene.
Paita, you said we should look at the greater good. So what we are looking at here is Toun was not interested in mending her own marriage. She was more interested in all this balderdash. She was more interested in keeping records and keeping receipts and recording voice notes while her own marriage was in disarray. While she was denying her husband the attention, she was denying her own special needs child attention as well. But she was so invested in another person's family that she knew even the amount that she was being given monthly as Owonje. Please, I would really need to know that. I'm not absorbing
Where's the
any of them
question?
at all. Tayo is
Yeah,
as
where's
bad
the
as
question?
Until Toun's husband comes out to come
but
and
Toun
make such
husband has
complaint.
beaten her and sent her to
àwọn kan tó
coma
ń ṣe
now.
máa
No,
jáde.
no,
Ẹ má
worry.
wọrí.
I have the satisfaction of waiting. I am patient enough.
We will be here. We will be
For
here.
her husband to come out and say Toun neglected her home, she didn't have time for her home, and this here that. But
But
until
that's
then,
what
I'm not
she's
making
insinuating.
assumption.
That's what she's insinuating, that it's the things that
Nobody
Tayo said
insinuated
to her
that.
husband.
It's you that deduced that
Mommy,
from what
Yemi,
she
Ejo,
said.
Ejekin.
Mọ̀mí Yẹmí,
It's you that
ẹ má
deduced
fi
that
emotions
from what
kìíní
she said.
yìí. Ẹ má fi
That was
emotions
not
kìíní
what she
yìí o.
insinuated.
No,
But how do you know what she
Just a social
insinuated?
media
But
issue.
you are saying
No.
it. How do you know that that was what she insinuated?
That is what I heard from what she said.
She has a right to
Tí Tayo
insinuate
sọ fún
whatever she
ọkọ
wants
òun,
to
what
ó ní kò
insinuate
sọ
o.
fọ́kọ òun,
that was why
lọkọ òun ṣe na òun wọ́ kómà.
Ẹ má fi
That was
emotions
what you
kìíní yìí o.
deduced
Ẹ
from
má fi
what she said.
emotions sí o.
No, nobody is putting emotion. Hold on. We're only defending
what
our
you-
Mommy
ground.
Yemi is friend to Saint Toun, so
No,
she will put...
everybody will defend their ground. The same way
Okay, they are friends, Abi.
the same way Benevolence has
We
been
could
defending
be.
their grounds this morning.
Oh.
So everybody will defend their ground. Now let me answer your question, Mayor 25. What made Toun's husband, should I say, chased her out of the house or said she should go out of the house is because Tayo went there, or one way or the other, Tayo told him that your wife is sleeping with my husband. That's why they are always talking and things like that. She did not say because your wife neglected you. That would be stupid for her to say to the husband, because the husband would know if the wife actually neglected him or not. So the bone of contention pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ ń bọ́kọ mi sùn gbogbo ọjọ́ ń ṣeré tó rọ̀ bí wọ́n ń ṣe yẹn ọ̀gá àtọmọṣẹ́ irọ́ ọ̀ ń bára wọn sùn ní o. Ìyẹn náà lè wá fi eníkún kan pé òótọ́ ni wọ́n máa ń bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀ lóòótọ́. In that case, nǹkan kan
So
gbọ́dọ̀ wà
Ghana,
bẹ́ẹ̀ tó tún jáde láti.
ẹ insinuate ni àbí? Sure.
No, that is what Toun said. Ní pé nǹkan tí Aládùkẹ́ sọ fọ́kàn òun nìyẹn. Ní pé òun
ẹ
bá
má
Báyọ̀
gbàgbé
sùn.
pé àbúrò ọkọ ẹ̀ náà tún pé o pé ó ní Tóun ní òun wà lọ́dọ̀ Fẹ́mi ó dẹ̀ pé ní fídíò call kó lè rí ibi tó wà. Àbúrò
Yeah,
ọkọ Tóun.
but let us put this matter to rest now, because the truth is that we should be discussing issue of Aladuke and her evil plan. Hold on, issue of Aladuke and her evil plan and our issue with Femi Adebayo. That is what we should be discussing. But somehow we've gotten into the issue of Dayton and the Anamorals. So let's put that to rest once and for all. So I'll put a question to all of us. When do you stop considering somebody as your friend? Let's say they are friends, because you're not shifting ground, we are not shifting ground. When can you stop considering somebody as your friend?
Once I notice you are recording me, that's the end. Bene, that's me. Because this thing is not an epidemic. This thing is not an epidemic, because if you don't trust somebody, you have no business being friends with them. And if your views doesn't align, you have no business.
Bene, hold on. Put yourself in Toun's shoe. When would you stop considering Aladuke as a friend? At what point? Let's say you're friends. Good. That's when you will stop considering them as a friend.
I'm telling you.
That is great.
I won't even
That is great.
enable this foolishness. It is...
No. Let me now probe further. So if you stop considering them as a friend, If you now record them after that, are you breaking any morals? Since you now know they are evil person.
Let them say, okay, if you cut off somebody and you make it clear that you've cut them off, they will even open up to you. How much more you will even record them?
Talk about you making it clear to them. You have stopped considering them as a friend because you can see these people, they are evil. They are plotting evil against you, against people you are close to. And you, in your own opinion, you no longer consider them as a friend, meaning they are not protected by any friendship code or any moral or any loyalty. So tell me, what ground will you now have to say they've broken moral?
Do you know why it will even get to the point of recording? Because once I make it clear that we are no longer friends, I would make it a point that she must never involve me in such discussion. So she will even involve me.
No.
How much more I will have to record her?
Good. You have broken friendship with that one, but then that doesn't mean you are breaking friendship with the other person. You've broken friendship with the wife. That doesn't mean you want to break friendship or relationship with the husband. So will you not protect or will you not act to protect your friendship and this other person that you're still friends with?
How would you protect something that you were not privy to? I don't understand. If you've cut her off and she's not involved in anything, how would you know whatever she's planning?
Bene, that's why I'm saying the recording. See, Bene, you avoided the question. You
No, I'm not avoiding it, Mr. Python. Okay, Tiba sọ fún yín sí pé ma gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ lọ mi ìbẹ́ ṣeré mọ́, we are no longer friends. Yóò ní pè mí mọ́ now. We will even call ourselves anymore. Ṣe ń blocking now. So báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ pè mí?
Not when will you stop telling them or when will you start telling them we are not friends? See, you and I can be talking. Oh, Bene, we are talking, right? Do you consider me as a friend? No.
You understand?
Yes, you can see me as a TikTok friend.
Do you consider me as a friend?
Bene,
no, what me I'm saying? What I'm saying, I understand. Monique, once I can smell it, that she said something about negativity, I will cut her off and I will block her. So how is she going to contact me to engage me more about her plans? Like, let me on her plan when I've cut her off from the very, very get-go.
No, what I'm saying is this. You have stopped considering somebody as your friend. That doesn't mean
yes, and I've cut all avenue of communication because that's how I roll. If you are not my friend, I cut you off.
May you hold on. You can be friends with somebody, that doesn't mean you are enemies. I'm sorry, you can not be friends with somebody, that doesn't mean you are enemies.
Of course.
You can just be cordial, acquaintances, and things like that. So if you stop considering somebody as your friend, that doesn't mean they are outrightly your enemy right away.
Of course.
You can't get still be cordial. You just know that, oh, this person, I don't like the energy. That is what we Timo. At that point.
But Mr. Pythagoras, if she has made her stand clear to Aduke or what I mean.
Show the responsibility.
No, any soon, Mr. Pythagoras. You know, let's so pay a tobacco cutting off. But me, I'm saying, if she has made her stand known to Aladuke, this is your presumption that you are giving now. I am sure Aduke too, read that's a signal. So she will even engage her more or even divulge because she has made her stand.
But she can engage another person. But she can engage another person.
Other person engage so I will absorb myself from it.
That means Toun is not loyal to Femi then because before they kill.
Okay, so mommy, me 2 years. Back and forth. Record so you sọ fún tó bá fẹ́ àwọn kò ní àwọn do you know how many days it takes to
answer? But
2 years tó láti àmì
èèyàn. How old are you?
Mọ̀mí ẹ̀mí ẹjọ́ ìgbà mi lọ fi àmì èèyàn.
Ọjọ́ kò tí ì tó náà.
Ẹ máa tọra yín bẹ́ẹ̀ 2 years. Tó máa ṣe pé jà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́ máa gbọ́ gbogbo ilé.
Ó ń kọ àwọn instrument yẹn jọ ni.
Bene, are you putting into consideration the timeline? You keep saying 2 years. They started being friends 2023.
We are in 2026.
And 2020, one lọ́rọ̀ ìtí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láti 2024. ni wọ́n
They
ní
have
ọ̀rọ̀
not
yẹn
been
ti
friends.
Fẹ́mi bẹ̀ sá kúrò nílé láti January 2025.
5.
ẹ̀hún náà ni na so
Fẹ́mi
ẹ sọ
sá
pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn
kúrò
bẹ̀rẹ̀
nílé.
láti 2024 títí wọ 2025 so they still have about a year and some months.
No,
When
hold on, Bene.
abi
Wait with the calculation. Aladuke and Aladuke reached out to Tayo, to Toun in 2023. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n ń sọ yìí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2024 and 2025 ni kíní ti kúrò
Fẹ́mi sá
nílé.
kúrò nílé.
Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀. So even àwọn bloggers wọ́n ní wọ́n ti ń gbọ́rọ̀ yẹn láti last year.
Yeah.
But wọ́n kàn ń fi ṣe kúrúkẹrẹ because they kept thinking the family will settle and the whole thing will end. So if you listen to that VN, it was even during all of that ní kíni Táyọ̀ yẹn ní àgbà tó ń sunkún yẹn. She was actually sunkún. Let me use that signage. She was actually succumbing for Femi to come back home at that point in time. So ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti ń ṣe gbogbo ipe kó padà wálé yẹn ló fi wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé òun máa ṣe báyìí, òun máa ṣe báyìí.
but ṣé mọ̀ pé from what she told this ìyá ọgbà she actually said that when her marriage destroyed she got back at Tayo ṣe gbọ́gbà tó ń bá Yọgbà sọ̀rọ̀.
Yes.
Don't admit to.
No.
Don't admit to. Don't buy revenge match.
Okay, let's even now say that admit. Let's say admit. So Bene, you are saying that she should not like fight back.
No. Deputy Shema Binu, Deputy. That's why I'm saying whatever thing that Tomu did is not because to protect Femi. Is a way to get back at Tayo. And in the process, the issue of Femi, so I'm not saying because of the interest of Femi, that was what led to the chain of reaction. No, it's because she was hell bent on getting a pound of flesh, which by Jove I support her. Do me, I do your shit. But Emma can mix it up, but she did it for Femi. No, she did it to get back at Tayo.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Let me paint the picture for you now. Maybe you understand it. Sometime around mid last year or towards late last year, Aladuke went to this movie, whatever their location.
Family. Confessor on you.
It's out there, Bene. Ṣebí ló sì ṣe jagunjagun àbí
ọ̀gá mi ò ń gbọ́ àwọn news yìí for him to know this thing.
No,
I don't know, sha.
Only be not láti gbọ́ ogun ẹ̀. So hold on, let me paint it for you. So middle last year, late last year, all that happened. And don't forget, Dayton to lose the marriage year before that. Order to mend defenses padà. According to Dayton, Aladuke ti try láti pacify and pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ bye ni. So they are back on talking terms at that point. So issue ṣẹlẹ̀, ó balẹ̀ jẹ́, ó bọ̀nà jẹ́, ó kì Fẹ́mi mọ́lẹ̀, ó lu Fẹ́mi nígbà tí Fẹ́mi délé padà. After that, we're painting picture now.
Ọ̀gá mi, ẹ̀yin believe pé ẹ̀gẹ́ ilé ìnà Fẹ́mi ò dẹ̀ ní retaliate. Tí mo tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ ni.
That's what we have in the public domain now. Onolu Fẹ́mi.
Paita is a lawyer arojọ́
ó jẹ́ ní Inspector Paita ó tún sọ pé ìyàwó náà confirm ẹ̀ pé òun gbá etí ẹ̀. Ó ní Táyọ̀ náà sọ̀nà pé Táyọ̀ náà sọ fún mi fúnra wọn pé àwọn gbá etí ẹ̀.
Ó lóun
ti hàn ṣó gbá etí àbò nù.
Superstar wa Táyọ̀.
Ẹni sùn ṣó gbá etí àbò nù.
Ó lóun gbá etí lèmi gbọ́ mi ò gbọ́ lílò mo gbá etí ni mo gbọ́.
Ọ̀nà ọ̀nà bọ́tọ̀kọ̀ yín sọ
nìyẹn. Báwo ló fi ṣe ń lùyànjú pọ́ gbá etí èèyàn lọ?
Bọ́tọ̀kọ̀ yín sọ nìyẹn náà. Bọ́tọ̀kọ̀ yín sọ nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bàbá yẹ́lò.
Lórí ìgbà tó bá yọ kóńdó tì ní.
No, ẹni sùúrù ẹni sùúrù kí làwọn ta máa ń pè ní woman bitter kí ló máa ń ṣe most of the time.
Ṣọ́ máa yọ jìbì wọn ni jìbì tó bá ti gbà náà.
Ó lù ú nìyẹn. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká kó double standard wá síbí yẹn jọ ó lù ú.
Anyway, the fact that she said it doesn't mean how will I say it? That Tayo actually did.
Ìyá náà ni ó gba jagunjagun létí.
Hold on,
Maybe
Bene.
I'll never support it. DV, I will never
I have
support
not finished
DV.
painting the picture for you. Hold on. So after
Paint your guy,
Tolukan,
pay me Oligba.
yeah,
Me,
after
I won't change my
Tolukan,
stand.
bí àwọn lọ́yà méjì ló ń jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀.
any suru, to buy everything, yeah, Nile. It was after then, from this narration, ni conversation ṣe wáyé láàrin Toun àti Fẹ́mi. Tí Fẹ́mi ṣe wá instruct yẹn pé ó lóun ṣe gbogbo eléyìí, mo need the recording. Tí gbogbo nǹkan báyìí bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lóòótọ́, bá mi record yẹ, mo ní láti mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. It was after, meaning it was close to late last year kí recording tó wáyé. So they've been friends for 2 years, and according to you, she has been a good friend because kò tí ì record yẹn gbà yẹn. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ló wá ṣe lọ bá, and how can we know pé lóòótọ́ ni late last year ni recording yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀? Nítorí nínú recording yẹn, Tayo was mentioning pé ṣé ó rántí ìgbà tóun lọ da ilẹ̀ rú ní location pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Fúnkẹ́ Akíndélé pé nǹkan kan ò ṣẹlẹ̀, òun kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kọ́ mọ who the bosses ni o, nǹkan tóun ṣe nǹkan tóun ṣe yẹn nìyẹn o. So that has ìyẹn lè cement timeline yẹn fún wa pé the recording happened late last year. So if she is now releasing this recording to Femi after the fight, so when people are saying òun ló dá wàhálà lẹ̀, òun ló bóyá recording yẹn ló bà kíni wọn jẹ́, Aladuke ti lọ ṣe wèrè fún wọn ní location kó tó ṣe di ọ̀rọ̀ recording. It was after that ni Femi instruct yẹ according to her ní pé bá mi get recording tó dẹ̀ ṣe recording yẹn fún. After that náà ni lẹ́yìn ìgbà, and why you can even know it was after that ni pé lẹ́yìn ìgbà ló ṣe launch attack against Toun fúnra ẹ̀, because at that point she would have known nígbà àti Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ wá kó kúrò létán, she would have known láàrin yẹn pé nǹkan tó fa wàhálà lélẹ̀ ó ti rí àwọn recording kan, wọ́n á ti sọ fún family àti pé ó sọ nǹkan tó yìí pẹ̀lẹ́ ó fẹ́ pa wá lọ́mọ another, ó ti mọ ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ ti jáde. That was when she now launched the online war, the media war against Toun. Tí Toun wá ń pè ẹ fi èmi sílẹ̀ o, tẹ́ bá rí mi pẹ̀lú kíní ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ là ń sọ, kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ yín là ń sọ, nothing will come out from me if you maintain the peace here. At that point, wọ́n ti sever the communication line, so ó ti di war at that point. And Toun still maintained her composure while she was being dragged online by Aladuke. People were saying ṣe ló ń fẹ́ Fẹ́mi, òun ló balẹ̀ Fẹ́mi jẹ́, òun ló ṣe gbá, òun ló ṣàwo. Are we now saying she should keep quiet, be an obedient girl?
Mr. Pythagoras, from your explanation now, ẹ má bínú. Ẹ sọ pé it was after the movie premiere that the recording came, and because Femi sent her on her errand, and by Jove, she delivered. In fact, she over-delivered. So it's from there that it was visa.
No,
Abi?
I didn't say it was there. Ó ti kọ́kọ́ lọ lu Fẹ́mi náà, ó ti bá
Any suru. What I'm saying that the nail on the coffin was actually the recording.
But the man at that point was dead.
So
that should be the issue.
There's a serious
No, the nail on the coffin
on.
should not be the issue. What led to the death should be the issue.
Any suru. Couples have misunderstanding, and sometimes they go beyond the misunderstanding and they grow past it. But sometimes there are some things that happen that there is journey of no return. And in this case, this kind of recording, and especially if the family are involved, which they are, because they were privy to the voice recording. So
you don't
if Aladuke now come out,
you don't believe that a wife beating her husband?
I'm saying that in couples man issue or the man set way. But sometimes there might be a nail on the coffin.
Enough to kill the marriage.
Oh God! Any suru, marriage doesn't die overnight. It takes process. Sometimes they might just be, how will I put it, the breaking the breaking point. So in my own opinion, I think the breaking point was this recording which Toun went back to go and record. So if Aladuke now comes out and say that she was actually that put the nail on her marriage, she's right. She's right.
No, whatever Aladuke said.
I would help her put it in proper perspective. Her own terrible behavior and utterances put
Well,
in
but
marriage.
the recording was actually the
on
nail
the
of the coffin.
contrary,
And who was the author of that recording?
hold on, my lovely. On the contrary, if what she had said in that recording is
okay, I guess we should normalize recording now.
Let's flip it. In that recording, she was saying, and I love my husband, though. He shouldn't be doing all of this to me. I'm hurting. I love my husband. He shouldn't be doing this to me. Tó bá jẹ́ yẹn náà lọ release fún ọkọ ẹ̀, ṣé ilé ẹ̀ máa dàrú? Let her take responsibility.
No, of course she has taken responsibility because that marriage can't be salvaged anymore.
It doesn't matter.
She has not taken responsibility.
She has, because she has lost her home. What responsibility do you want her to take?
No. She still she's crying wolf. She's crying like she's the victim.
Except she's just lying to herself.
No, she's crying like she's the victim.